Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure of being with John Knight, the sales manager with Mount Valley Foundation Services, with us. And I thought it would be a good idea for us to just give you a little primer on what to know about your foundation and your home, how to tell if you might have problems, what to do about it, how to prevent that. So. Um, we'll make this just a quick primer on it. And there you go. John, welcome to the chat or the meeting here today. Tell us a little bit about your company and what you all do.
Well, we are primarily a foundation company. We've been in business since 1986 here in Columbia. We're founded by a local guy who's still inside the company, and about at this point, maybe 45% of our business is straight foundation repair, whether it's traditional foundation or slab or basement
Right.
foundation.
Okay. Yeah. And the Downing Group has used your company in the past and had very good results. What should people know about foundation issues, repair, just in a nutshell? What should the average homeowner know, like what to look for and what to do and that kind of thing?
Okay, well, first, foundations are always repairable. It's it's one of those things that once it does get damaged, it doesn't get any better on its own, but they can be repaired.
Right.
Typically, a foundation issue that the kind that you'd want to resolve are going to manifest themselves by way of cracks in the foundation wall, usually
Right.
stair step cracks.
You have some pictures of some of those, don't you, John?
Yep, sure do.
Pull those up on the screen and let our viewers see what you're talking about.
Okay, so this is actually part of our training process. We also use these slides for demonstrations as well. But
Yeah.
these show some exterior cracks, kind of stuff you would normally see. These are ones you can see from street. So these are the most obvious
Right.
ones, but the quicker you get on them, the easier they are to repair. So
Right.
you're looking for stair step cracks, typically the ones that are larger at the top than at the bottom.
Okay.
And
What are
so
some
you'll
other examples of signs that you may have a foundation problem?
yeah. So I'm going to skip down here just to some other things.
Some
So
of this looks
what
familiar. I've seen some of this on houses before. And in fact, that picture is fairly common in some of the neighborhoods where, especially older homes where 30 plus years old, they've had time to settle, right?
right.
Okay.
Previous repairs like this is a great example. It's really difficult to match up the mortar perfectly.
Right.
And even if you can, you sometimes can tell that the mortar joint's larger than the other mortar joints around it. And that's, of
Right.
course, an indication of previous repair. So in a
Yep.
situation like this, Brent, quite one of the questions we would ask is, how long ago was this repair done?
Right.
If it was done 5 years ago and there are no additional cracks, I would start looking for a repair that's already in the ground. If it was done
Okay.
last week and there are no cracks, then different story.
Right. So if I see like this kind of mortar joint on a house, the first thing that I should flag is maybe a buyer agent or for my buyer clients is, hey, that's probably been repaired before. We'll have the home inspector check and see if there's any piers under there or whatever. Maybe the homeowner will have a warranty from whoever repaired it, correct?
Correct.
I mean, obviously, if there are no repairs, then, I mean, that's an easy sign, right? Okay, very
Yep.
good. You had a chimney picture also, right? Later in the
Right.
slide.
Uh,
Show them what
Yeah,
that might look like.
we do a bunch of chimney repairs, and this is a pretty common. And I've been in other branches, other states, pretty common across the country.
Hmm.
So it's easy to detect. You see the gaps at the top versus the bottom, and this is just a result of the front edge of that chimney as it reaches the house is actually sitting on the house's foundation. So
Yeah.
it's a continuous uh, footing under there, and the front edge of it sits on that. The back edge of it is probably on its own footing. And
Okay.
so since it's isolated, it deteriorates quickly and will start to lean backward like that.
Gotcha. Okay. That's good stuff. So let's go ahead and take the pics off the screen so the viewers can see us better. So these problems I've seen, all over the place, right? And you mentioned that if one of these becomes apparent, they are repairable, right?
That's right.
It's a matter of how intrusive or how extensive the repair might be, how much it might cost.
Right.
So once something is repaired, like y'all have a warranty on your repairs, correct?
That's correct. Life structure warranty on all foundation repairs.
And as I understand it, once something is repaired, it's probably not just as good as the original foundation, but potentially even stronger, right?
That's right.
So if somebody were buying a house that had previous foundation repairs, as long as all the repairs were made and they're current, they should feel comfortable that there's not any structural issues with the property. In fact, that might actually give them comfort. Would that be a fair statement?
That is a fair statement. They're literally getting the transfer of the warranty to the
Right.
buyer in
Yeah.
writing.
That's with your company only. I mean, other companies might have different things.
Right.
How can these problems be prevented, John? Is there anything a homeowner can do to, make sure that they're doing everything possible to not have these issues in the first place?
Well,
I mean,
probably
once they bought the house, I guess.
I guess the easiest thing would be to get an inspection, have us come out and take a look at it. If there are
Right.
no foundation issues, we'll look at stuff like, what's the drainage of the yard look like, where the downspouts travel to, those kind of things. Are there
Right.
any voids under the footing that need to be dealt with? If you're building a new house, you could even put in pre-construction helical piers, and that would give you the same warranty on the house
Mhm.
as if we repaired it.
I remember one time I made the mistake of planting trees too close to my house. And that can be a problem too, can it?
Yep, sure can.
Over the
So,
years, the roots grow and then they end up cracking the foundation.
right, depending on the trees, some have more robust roots than others, but
Right.
they can lift the foundation, get under the footing, and crack the footing. Some of them will actually grow between the footing and the veneer itself.
Right. So there's a couple of things homeowners can do. One is make sure that the drainage is good in your yard, and
Yep.
then don't plant trees close to the house like I have made the mistake of doing. Great. Well, John, I think that that's very good information for us as a primer anyway. How do people get a hold of you and your company if they have any questions about what they're looking at on their home?
Well, I mean, of course, they can just look us up. We're available through the internet for uh, contact our company for an appointment, or the easiest way is to contact me directly.
Okay.
The best, we like to deal with real estate agents and companies one-on-one. So it would be better if you operated outside of our traditional appointment system. We can typically get out the same day or the next day.
Okay. All right, John. That's great information. I really appreciate it. And hey, if y'all have any issues, Mount Valley is I'll say they're the stand-up operation. I mean, you can get some of these people, they'll come out and they will tell you no matter what, you need foundation repairs. And I've had Mount Valley come out and say, no, it's all fine. You're good. And when somebody does that, I trust them. There's other companies that no matter when or what the issue is, they want to put thousands and thousands of dollars of repairs in your property, whether it needs it or not. So, John, thanks again. And if y'all have any questions or real estate needs, of course, call us or DM us on our Facebook page. Have a great week.